Hey guys, I'm Ouroboros. Let's play Persona 5 Royal. It is May 7th, and Morgana needs us to move a little bit to the right. He can't see the screen. Now for today's train news. Today's headlines are, Volleyball Beating Investigation. The school claims to have left teaching methods up to its staff. It has denied once again that it had any knowledge of the beatings. Pollen warning as of next week. Greater volume and arriving later than in previous years. Hotspots of Tokyo. Experience art in Shibuya. The Madarame exhibit opens next week. People are really talking about the Kamoshida incident. No one in this card knows that we're the ones who did it. I guess that's thrilling in a way. Kind of being a secret hero working in the shadows. I guess that's why we're called Phantom Thieves. But it'd be cool to live that double life. Stressful, but cool, you know?
Yep.
Oh yeah, you've got exams starting on Wednesday. Don't tell me you forgot.
Textbooks.
Anyway, today we'll be talking about the tale of the bamboo cutter. Most theorize it's the oldest story in Japan. For some, it's the oldest science fiction story in the world. But if you ask me, it's the oldest story in Japan about a terrible woman. I mean, Princess Kaguya gives her suitors absurd tasks, demands fancy gifts, then runs off to the moon. Some men lose their fortunes, some are humiliated, and some even get serious wounds or go blind. Women like Princess Kaguya actually show up in a lot of stories from around the world. Now then, Amamiya-kun. Us?
Do you know the answer?
You probably heard that a woman who uses her wiles to lead people to their doom is a femme fatale. So, what's the literal translation of that phrase? It is, in case you couldn't tell, fatal woman.
This is it.
Femme, woman,
Exactly.
fatale, fatal. Pretty easy. That's correct. The answer is fatal woman. In French, of course. Some famous examples are the witch Morgan Le Fay from Arthurian legend and Queen Salome from the Bible. Not to mention the wild, seductive dancer of opera, Carmen. Carmen. Whoa, we actually knew that, and they all love us. But yeah, we've talked about Carmen. The book that we read did say that, but it's just another way they integrate the lessons into the gameplay. It's really cool. Let me just warn you that exams aren't so easy that you can pass them without a single night of cramming. Excuse me. Take your time and make sure you understand the material, okay? Well, lucky for us, we've been studying. You heard her. Must be rough being a student. Yeah, we know, Morgana. We know. We need to study, but we're doing okay. We're doing all right. Anyway, so after school, what do we got? It's like a meeting.
None of these posts are any good. Everyone's just bitching about their parents or their boyfriends. There ain't even a hint about a new palace.
We can't get everything online. Finding a post with a name and location is asking a lot.
Guess we just gotta find one ourselves then.
Are you seriously suggesting we look for a target that even the police have overlooked?
Yeah, you're right. We should probably just hold off till exams are done with, huh? We can wait and see for a little longer, then worry about coming up empty-handed if it happens.
Oh. This place is off limits, you know.
We'll get out of here once we're done chatting. Anyways, what's Miss Council President want with us?
The troublemaker, the center of gossip, and the infamous transfer student. Interesting combination.
Great way to start a conversation.
By the way, it seems as though you got to know Mr. Kamoshida pretty well.
Yeah, not really.
Yeah, you know, he's only been here a month or so.
I heard Mr. Kamoshida used a volleyball team member to spread details of your past record. Don't you hate him? Mr. Kamoshida, I mean.
What's all this about? My friend here's an upstanding guy.
I don't mean to offend. Many students have been shaken up by what happened with Mr. Kamoshida. The rumors about that odd calling card-esque posting aren't going away either.
I didn't expect someone like you would care about that tactless stuff, Mijima-senpai.
I don't know that it was tactless. Anyways, we done here? We can't leave if you keep talking to us.
At least try to understand my position. Being forced to deal with this horseplay.
Horseplay?
Ah yes, by the way. It's been decided that this place will be closed off due to the incident. I heard some people are coming up here without permission, after all. I'm sorry to have interrupted you.
What was that about?
She's onto us. That girl seems rather sharp. We should be cautious of her.
She really pisses me off.
I mean, we should really be careful with this girl. She seems smart.
Yeah, talk about a pain in the ass.
That reminds me, study hard. Especially you, Ryuji. There are bound to be traps that will need to be solved with brains. Keep in mind that everything you do in your daily lives has an impact on your abilities.
True. Studying won't be so bad if we just think of it as helping us prepare to be phantom thieves.
I guess you got a point. But man, it's just so lame. I was all fired up about helping people, not about studying.
Well, I do have somewhere interesting to show you beforehand. You guys did originally promise to help me out with my mission after all.
Huh? Mission?
Follow me.
What are you bringing us here for?
Just do as I told you.
Alright, I've got the Phantom Aficionado website up. Now what?
Look for a post with a full name in it.
I already said there's no info on any big shots, don't you remember? But man, people actually go put someone's real name on here. That's some scary shit.
You won't listen to what I say. No, wait. There's no name on this one.
Someone's bad-mouthing me in online chat rooms. This one's got a name.
Ignore those. Aren't there any posts about more serious trouble?
I don't know what to do about my ex who's stalking me. His name is Natsuhiko Nakanohara. It says he's a teller at City Hall.
A government worker's stalking someone?
That should be a suitable target. Alright, now get the meta-nav ready.
We're just gonna jump right into a palace? Fine by me.
Hey! What happened to all that talk of unanimous decision? What do you think we should do?
Yeah, let's go. Why not? I'm bored.
That's what I'm talking about.
Okay then, let's go.
We need a name and a place, right? So the name is...
Actually, we don't need a location this time. Just enter exactly what I say. The key word is... mementos.
Huh? What are you trying to pull?
Just listen to me. It should work. I think.
Ah, jeez. That again? Mementos, was it?
Candidate found.
We got a hit?
Just as I thought.
Everyone disappeared. It kind of feels like I'm walking on air.
Is this that Nakanohara guy's palace?
That's half right, but half wrong. This is a type of palace, but it's different from the normal ones. Come on, let's head down. The shadows here lurk underground. I don't quite understand why. It may be because they're drawn to something.
Underground? How are we going to get there?
How? You use it every day on your way to school. Follow me.
Wait up, Cat! The hell is this place? Wait, our clothes changed?
The shadows know we're here?
Since the moment we stepped in,
You should have told us!
we're still safe right here. I've come to investigate a number of times. Shadows never come up to this floor, but it's a different story once you go down. This place is simply teeming with them.
More importantly, what is this mementos? It's about time you start explaining.
Mementos is everyone's palace.
Huh? What do you mean, everyone's?
A palace as grand as the previous castle only forms when a person's wishes are extremely distorted. So instead of many individual palaces, the general public has one gigantic shared palace. That's where we are now. Mementos.
Now that you mention it, this place feels a bit different from Kamoshida's palace.
When you say shared, you mean they're all put together? Even though they're just strangers?
think of it as the collective unconscious. No, never mind. You wouldn't understand that.
So what you're saying is, using this place, we can even change the hearts of people who don't have a palace?
Correct. The steps to do so are slightly different, though.
But this place looks pretty huge. Are we gonna be able to get around just by walking?
It seems the time has finally come. Morgana! Transform! Come now, Panther. Ladies first.
A car?
No way!
This comes from the way cognition materializes in the metaverse. Plus a bit of extra training. It's not dissimilar to how you guys transform.
You turning into a car is totally different than our clothes changing.
For some reason, cats turning into buses is an extremely widespread cognition among the general public.
Why a bus, though?
No idea.
Wait, why didn't you do this at the castle?
I would have if I could, but that castle was cramped. There were tons of stairs, and no way this fits on top of a chandelier.
Hey, Skull! Ladies first!
Hey, stop pulling me! No, that's dangerous!
Panther, please be gentle!
All aboard! Let's go!
Why are you all just sitting back there? I'm a car, remember? I'm not going anywhere unless someone drives me.
You can't drive yourself?
Do you know how to drive?
Oh yeah, time to bust my moves.
Safety first, okay?
You'd better not smash up my beautiful face. You hear me?
All right then, we'll leave the driving to you.
Now start the engine. You can't drive if it's not running.
Oh, jeez, what a pain. Where's the key to this thing?
Why would you need a key? There's a switch just down next to the steering wheel. That tickles. Lower, lower. Oh, there. That feels so good.
Is that purring I hear? Oh, what a creepy-ass car.
Don't underestimate my meowdery engine. We're going full throttle. It's time to fly.
Alrighty, well we've got the Mona bus, and it looks like we're just going deeper into this Mementos place. Path of Creamy Yimmy. Man, this place really feels like a palace. Yeah, I guess it'd be strange driving on the tracks like this in the real world. Anyway, Nakanohara is somewhere here, right? Most likely in a segment of his own creation. Don't worry, it won't be the size of a palace. Our next step is to find an entrance to that segment. And what's this entrance gonna look like? I have no idea, but strong distortions should be a pretty obvious visual cue. So we just gotta go wandering around for it then? What a goddamn pain in the ass. So, welcome to Mementos, Area 1. This is a randomly generated dungeon that is essentially a place for a couple of purposes. The first is that we can grind here, which is very helpful. And the other purpose of Mementos is for certain requests, which we will get to in a minute. I am going to try to do bios while also grinding a little bit. So there are a few things that we do need to accomplish here. The first is that we do need to look for this Nakanohara guy. The second is that we need to grind up to level 12 before we leave. So I don't remember if we're forced to leave immediately after finding Nakanohara. Like, I don't know if we find him, we do everything, and then it just forces us out, because that's how the story works. I don't remember if that works, so I'm going to go ahead and grind up to level 12 while doing bios, and then I will do the Nakanohara stuff. So, first bio on the list is Genbu. So, Genbu goes by a bunch of different names, but it's essentially one of the 4 symbols in excuse me, not Japanese, Chinese astronomy. It represents a few things, most notably the north, winter, and the element of water. And it's kind of pictured as a serpent with a turtle. And that, excuse me, a tortoise, and that helps represent longevity. In terms of stats, it's a decent all-arounder. I mean, it's nothing like super fantastic, but it does have a null ice early on, which can be very, very helpful because, again, early game, options are limited. So being able to cancel out that and also psi skills, which we haven't seen yet because we're not there yet, can be helpful. It does get Mabufu at level 11, and now that I say that out loud, I'm realizing how goofy Mabufu sounds. That is targets all enemies with weak ice damage, so it's good to have multi-target skills early on just because it can make some of these longer battles a little bit easier. But that is about Genbu. The next on my list is Obarion. Obarion is a Japanese demon. It would jump on top of people and piggyback on them, which sounds so threatening. It can't be seen, but when it does piggyback on you, you can feel its weight. You can remove it and take it, and if you manage to take it home, it will turn into gold coins, so it can be helpful there. It, in terms of stats, kind of sucks, but its trait is pretty good. So if you want to pass that along, striking weight, again, that's the trait that boosts physical damage. That's very good. Unfortunately, it doesn't apply to gun skills with Obarion or any other persona. And the only physical skill it gets is Lucky Punch, which is minuscule physical damage, which is even less than low. It does have a high crit rate, but why would you want to trade that off? And other than that, it doesn't really get all that much else, which is a little unfortunate. But that is how it goes. We do get a new skill with Mandrake down here, but not really going to use Mandrake very much. That's alright.
So easy, I'm yawning.
And yeah, that's Obarion. Let me just make sure down here that we can go down these stairs, right? It says search for the target. I don't know if it's gonna...
Joker.
I don't think the target's down there. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna go back to the entrance. I'm gonna save and just make sure that I don't get booted before I get to level 12. So I will be right back. Okay, so it won't let me go back to the entrance, so I'm just gonna sit here and grind until I get to level 12 while also doing bios, just in case. So up next on the bio list is Saki Mitama. So this is a Japanese belief that it is part of the soul. It brings good fortune, as well as blessings, and bring prosperity in hunting, in fishing, and in harvest. So we will be seeing various versions of this dude throughout the game. I think we've already seen one of them, but I don't quite remember. Did I not get advantage here? Oh, that's awkward. Anyway, in terms of stats, it's alright. It doesn't really work with Joker very well because, again, you should be doing DPS, and it gets a lot of like support skills. But these are typically good in terms of like fusion. They're good to pass on skills if you want to, like that. But other than that, probably not going to be using it for very long. It doesn't have the best stats, but it's alright. The next, and one that we have seen a lot just recently, just because we've been fighting them quite a bit, is Slime. So, Slime doesn't actually really have any like historical or mythological backgrounds. It's really just a JRPG slime that you're supposed to kill super early on. It's kind of Persona's version of it. Stat-wise, it is a solid tank, so you get two resistances, that being physical and gun, which is helpful. You do have two weaknesses to fire and wind, which is a little unfortunate. However, you've got a very good endurance and very good strength stat, which makes it a good physical attacker. It does get Tarunda at level 11, which could be helpful, but realistically, you're probably not going to be using it for buffing and debuffing that much, but it's still nice to have. Next on my list is Orpheus, except the female version of Orpheus. So this is the first DLC persona that I am doing a bio for, and it is not one that I actually have. So I couldn't really find a ton of information on this, but I believe that you can only get the female Orpheus if you've got the PS4, or I guess PS3 version of this game. I mean, I've got Royal on Switch, and it's the re-release, so you get all the DLC, and for whatever reason, I've never been able to get Orpheus female in this game. It doesn't really matter because I wouldn't use it because the DLC personas are broken. It is absolutely busted. It gets Neo Cadenza, which is its kind of signature skill, which heals the party for 50% HP, and is also a full party Heat Riser. If you don't know what Heat Riser is, it raises your attack, defense, and agility. So, and it only costs like 24 SP. It is so unbelievably strong. It's one of the best skills in the game. Probably the best for healing because it also buffs you. It also gets Miragion, which is medium fire damage to all foes at level 12, which is so absurdly strong for this point in the game. Its straight Circle of Sadness makes it basically impossible for you to die to it. And yeah, this is why I say don't get the DLC personas. So if you don't know anything about Orpheus, Orpheus is the main persona of the Persona 3 protagonist. This one in particular is of the female MC, Katone from Persona 3 Portable. Orpheus, in terms of historical and background, is a musician from Greek... Oh, I don't want to go in there. Is a musician from Greek mythology. Very, very skilled at singing. Very good harpist or lyre, depending on which version you hear. He went to save his wife after she died. He went to the underworld to save her. And he made a deal with Hades that he could save his life on the condition that he doesn't look back until after they exit the underworld. And he exited, but his wife was still in the underworld, and she unfortunately died. So that's kind of the story of Orpheus. I mean, if you're using DLC personas, be my guest, but like, oh my god. They're so busted, like, you really, really shouldn't. Anyway, next one on the list is Kushimitama. So, this is another one of those little, like, Japanese spirits. It is the Japanese aspect of human soul. It is also known as Wondrous Soul, and it could cure illnesses, according to Shinto belief. So, it's a fine all-arounder. Doesn't get any attacking skills, so that's a little unfortunate with Joker. It does come with Medea, which can be helpful, but like I said, you're probably going to be using these dudes for like fusion fodder, just because they can pass down interesting skills, not necessarily the best ones for Joker, but anyway. Last one, this is the last persona on the list, and that is Kodama. So Kodama is a Japanese spirit, a lot of Japanese spirits this go around. It lives in trees. And it says that cutting down a Kodama's tree will bring you misfortune, which just makes me feel so happy about deforestation and stuff. In terms of stats, it does get Skillful Combo, which can be very, very nice. It does increase your attack when you're on the receiving end of Baton Pass. It's only valid for single target moves, which is good, but typically I find myself that Joker's the one who initiates baton passes, just because he's got so many skills. But, you know, if you can make it work, you can make it work. He does get Psy, which is weak Psy damage. Who would have thought? At level 12, which I believe is the first instance of a persona getting a Psy skill at this point. I could be wrong, pretty sure. It's a decent magic user. It does get some support and status skills. So if you can make it work, you can make it work. But that, if I take a look at my notes, that looks like it's all of the personas that we can kind of encounter at this point, this kind of chunk of mementos. There is another floor below us, I believe, but it won't let us access that quite yet, and I just want to kind of get them all out of the way since I am grinding at this point, there's not a ton going on screen, but, you know, I guess kind of just while we're here, while we're doing this, I can cut later, but I just want to talk about kind of this first arc and how just absolutely incredible it is. You know, I've mentioned this in the past of how much I love the Kamoshida arc, and it really is like the best opening of the modern Persona games. I can't speak for 1 and 2. I haven't played them. I don't really have any intention of playing them because they look really, really outdated. Obviously, there are rumors of remakes going around because why wouldn't there be rumors of remakes? Because there's always rumors, there's always remake talk, but like, whatever. But I've played Portable, I've played Reload, I've played Golden, I've played Royal, and like the first like 10 hours of this game are just unbelievably good. And seeing Shiho's journey and seeing her wake up and Ann's whole reaction to everything and seeing her kind of resolve and fortitude once she decides to join the Phantom Thieves is really great. You know, and their awakenings are so well done in this game. Like, if you've played Reload, or I guess just 3 in general, you know there's really only 2 awakenings in that game, and everybody else, it's like they just kind of like pick up these random dudes on the street who are just like, yep, they can wield personas, and then that's kind of it. But like here, it's such a massive deal. Like it's always a really big narrative and character development moment. And I failed to kill this pixie, but that's fine. It uses Dia. And that's like, I love Joker's Awakening not only because it's hype, you know, but also like the animation is super well done. If you've watched the P5 anime, you know that the animation in this game is almost as good in the anime, which is just a little sad. But I love the anime cutscenes. I think they look so good. Later on, I think there are some questionable placements of them. Like, why did they choose to make this scene animated? We'll get there later, but I just... that's a good choice. I think the choice to do it with Ann's introduction and Kamoshida's introduction is fine, just because, like, it's introducing not only a party member, but the first boss. So I think that's fine. But, you know... everything is just so well done in this game. The style is amazing. Like, I love the menus. All of them are just a work of art. The music is fantastic. Like, I first played this game like a year and a half ago, and I still like hum the music just like on a daily basis. It's really incredible what they managed to accomplish with this game. And if you are new to kind of my channels and haven't seen my main channel, Oro Talks, you will find that I made a very long review of Royal. It is over an hour long, and it's basically an hour of me just like gushing about this game because, you know, when I first played it, I was like, wow, like this game is awesome. And then for the next, I don't know, 6 or 8 months, I just thought about it, and then I was like, I need to play this game again for a review, because the first time I played it, I didn't have a YouTube channel yet, and I was like, I should play this game again for a review, just to get footage and not have shitty quality, but that's a story for another day. But I played it again, and I got, I don't know, about halfway, 3/4 of the way through it, and I was just like, this is just special. Like, there's just something about this game, what it does, how it presents its story, how it presents its gameplay and characters that just resonates really well for me. And at that point, I started thinking about, you know, is this my favorite game ever? Because, like, I couldn't stop thinking about it, and for the longest time, probably a decade or so, my favorite game was Xenoblade 1. And I just thought, and I was like, I think it is, because it's stuck with me so much, and I don't know, it was just a weird thought process, because it didn't initially feel like it, and then over time, I just couldn't get it out of my head. You know, I couldn't stop thinking about it, just every little bit, and that's how I ended up making a channel and doing all these things, and now making a second channel and doing a Let's Play in real time of it. So, crazy how one thing can, I don't want to say change my life, like this channel hasn't changed my life. I'm really just doing this for the fun of it right now, but you know, I've really enjoyed not only playing this in real time, but also just making YouTube videos in general. It's been a fun process that I never expected. I've always been a good writer and speaker, and I've always loved games, so it seemed like kind of a natural fusion of everything that I was good at. Plus, like, I don't have a lot of friends, and I play a lot of really niche stuff. Like, obviously, a lot of people don't play Persona. It's not a COD or a Fortnite, or even like a Zelda or something. You know, JRPGs are never going to be super mainstream, but that's just the way it goes. And, you know, like I said, I love Xenoblade. That's a very niche game. Even if, like, the re-release and 2 and 3 have made the series a little bit more popular, Shulk's inclusion in Smash, but, you know, it's been nice to just be able to talk and show a little bit more of, I guess, my normal self, just because, like, obviously I'm not really going to talk about, especially, like, Xenoblade 2 around normal people, like, everyday people, because if you've seen the female designs in that game, it's not, well, they're just generous. They have very generous proportions. We'll save that. But it's been nice to just, I guess, tear the mask off and kind of be my normal self. It's been weird talking into a mic. I'm not used to doing it this way, right? Obviously, I don't really talk a ton when I play games normally. Sometimes I'll shout and scream, but, like, nothing conversational like what I'm doing right now, but that's been a fun process. I feel like I'm getting better, but I feel like we've got to be close to level 12. Please? No, just K-Sith. Get a new skill, though. Let me double check and see how much more grinding we have. I may just cut to when we're level 12. Ooh. I'll do a little bit more grinding, I'll cut, and I will be back for this little exclamation point down in the mini-map. Okay, I did go ahead and negotiate and grab Shadow along the way, just because it's hard to negotiate and also do commentary at the same time. Anyway, be right back. Okay, so I don't know if I've actually mentioned this or not, because it hasn't come up in my floor of mementos. Again, mementos is randomly generated, so mine is going to look different from yours. But if you do find any locked chests, you should not open them unless you are disregarding basically what I've done with DLC rules. If you have the DLC and you get those 10 extra lockpicks at the beginning of the game, you are welcome to use them. However, if you're not, yeah, we're going to need those, so don't open them. Okay, be right back. Okay, I am level 12, so let's go into this scary-looking door thing. Dude, the hell is this? It's all wavy and shit. This is the place. I sense the target up ahead. Now, are you ready, Joker? Yeah, let's do this. I'm ready. I've been grinding for like half an hour at this point. Let's do this. I'm tired of whacking slimes and pixies and mandrakes and shit. I just want to get going. Hey, something's there. That seems to be Nakanohara's shadow. Let me see. Some front desk guy at City Hall became a stalker, right? I don't know how much evil he's done, but we have to do something if he's bothering other people. All right, we'll go talk to him. Let's see what he has to say.
Who are you?
Are you that stalker? Haven't you ever stopped to consider how your ex feels?
She's my property. I can do whatever I want with her. It's not like she didn't treat me like a plaything. What's wrong with me doing the same?
You can't treat someone like shit just because they did it to you. What a load of crap. We're gonna change the hearts of all the bastards like you.
There are millions of people far worse than me. What about Madarame? He stole everything from me, but you're letting him off the hook?
Madarame? What the hell's this guy going on about?
Get ready. Here he comes.
Alright, looks like we got a fight. Now that I finally have what's rightfully mine, I'm not gonna let you take it away. Look, this is a winner-takes-all world. Come fight me and I'll show you what I mean. Alrighty, well, we've got some, some SP, because I've been grinding and stuff. But I think I should be okay in this fight. Sledgehammer. Good dodge, okay, good start. I have no idea what this guy's weak to. If I look at Obarion, he's weak to electric. But I don't know if that is true for this. I really don't want to use Pixie. Her stats are trash. Oh well. We're going for it. Okay. Risk paid off. Let's go. Should get an auto attack. So these are Memento's mini bosses. We will be encountering them a lot throughout the course of the game. That only did 40. We'll be encountering them a lot over the course of the game. So get used to doing these kind of little mini bosses. They are all throughout Mementos, and they do give good EXP. So I was considering not getting all the way up to level 12 when I got here, but I didn't. I didn't want to do something stupid and mess it up and then get kicked and have to redo like an hour and a half worth of gameplay. Oh, that one shot. That's awkward. Do I have any revival? Well, that works. So you should, I think you get 10 with, oh, that doesn't revive. Okay, I have a revival feed. Okay, we're chilling. I just got a Tarun to him. So Memento's mini bosses give a lot of EXP, which is why I was considering getting not all the way up to level 12 when I was doing this, but at the same time, I didn't want to have to redo an hour and a half worth of gameplay, but you know what? We're doing okay. I do want to heal Morgana. Hayaki Soba Pan, that'd be good. I think you'll be able to live, but let's just try to not mess this up again. Please don't kill. We're chilling, we're fine. You have Tarun, I could have just used that. Okay. Do I just go like full aggro this turn? I might be able to pick up the kill. I have no SP left with Joker, which is unfortunate, but it's how it goes with Persona games because kind of that item management is very important. And I don't want to use all of my SP items that I get from the vending machines, but I do want to use a good amount of them just because like I paid for them, I might as well use them. I think I still have like 6 or so left, but I guess it doesn't really matter if this fight's almost over. I'm not going to get the kill. I'm just going to go ahead and heal. I don't want to have anything stupid happen. This is the one thing bad about Mementos. There's only so many places you can save, and since it won't let me go back to the entrance, I have to do all of my grinding all at once because I can't go back to save, and I'm not sure I'm not sure if it'll kick me out after this, but I guess we'll find out in a few minutes. With that, Nakanohara's Shadow is done. And we get a level up with some other party members. Pixie gets Patra, which is just going to be completely irrelevant, and Tarukaja, and Resist Confuse, and nothing else.
I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I couldn't stop obsessing. Not after this person I trusted used me and then disposed of me.
Which person?
Hold on. Are you talking about that guy you mentioned earlier? Madarame?
I was afraid of being thrown away again, like some worthless thing.
So some selfish bastard was making you suffer too. Still, you shouldn't have dragged an unrelated woman into your mess.
Yes, I know that now. I'll put an end to my love for her. Hey, you can change people's hearts, right? In that case, won't you change Madarame's heart before more people fall victim to him?
Change Madarame's heart?
What's that shining thing?
It's the bud of a treasure. Had we left it be, it very well may have blossomed into a palace. Joker, this will make a perfect reward.
And with that, we steal Nakanohara's treasure, the attachment pearl. Nice accessory, and we complete the request.
So Nakanohara had a change of heart, right?
Most likely.
But how are we supposed to know if we succeeded?
Well, the lady posted the dude's name online. If he really does change, she'll probably comment again.
You do have a point.
Either way, training against shadows down here is the best. It's great prep for our next target.
It's also nice to be able to give courage to the people who post their problems online.
On top of that, we can sell whatever treasure we get for some cold hard cash.
Well, sounds like things are going pretty great for us. All right, we did it!
Hold on. There's somewhere I want to show you guys before we leave.
What, there's more?
Don't worry, it won't take long.
Alright, looks like Morgana's got another trick up his sleeve. Let's see what we got.
Well then.
Why don't we leave this room first? Okay, looks like it didn't kick me out, so I did a ton of grinding all for nothing. You want to go back? Yeah, let's head out. So what does he have to show us? We gonna get a cutscene? It's loading.
Guess we gotta do
So,
it.
what else you want to do? There's something I'd like to check out in an area further down. That platform we saw earlier should be the way down. Let's head there first. Wait, you've been here before, right? Don't you got like a map or something? That would hold no meaning in this place. The layout changes every time you enter.
For real?
Wait, so our path changes too? This place is the fused cognition of countless number of people. It's constantly shifting. Even so, our destination should be pretty close. I'm counting on you, Joker. So I'm just gonna warp there. It won't let me warp there. This is going so well. I'm gonna try to avoid shadows as much as I can and not get jumped, because I am tired of fighting and I just want to see what Morgana has to say.
Oh, hold on a sec. You guys hearing something? The trains are totally running!
Of course they are. We're in the subway, you know.
Yeah, but I thought this was a palace.
Then maybe this is how the public views this place? I don't know.
People go through this darkness every day?
Forget that! You sure we're cool running around on these tracks?
Should be fine as long as we're not on the same ones. I think. I'm no train expert.
You gotta be kidding me!
Anyway, let's head to the lower area. It should be right after we go down that escalator.
Well, Morgana is really displaying a ton of confidence right now, considering he's not a train expert, and we're running around on train tracks, but we're at the end of the area, Area 2.
This way!
Alright, there it is. That thing I want to make sure of is inside. That was weird. Maybe I just can't read, which wouldn't be the first time. But here we are. We got a big old wall.
What is this place? It's kinda creepy.
And a dead end at that. Why does it even exist?
Now hold on. Just watch. This is most likely not an ordinary wall. If my hunch is correct...
It opened!
A new area has been confirmed in the depths. Updating guidance information.
See? It's just as I thought.
What do you mean?
That wall wouldn't budge when I came here by myself before. But it'd be weird for the deepest part of Mementos to be some normal place like this, wouldn't it?
So you're thinking there's gotta be more?
Yeah. Now that Kamoshida's palace is gone and people are actually starting to talk about us, I knew something had to have changed down here.
How deep is it? Should we try going further down?
Let's not. That's not why we're here today, remember? We've already accomplished our goal. We should head back, and I'll explain more once we're home.
And with that, our first trip to Mementos has come to an end.
Hey, look!
A person? In Mementos? Maybe it's this one. Ooh, tasty.
Hey, what's he drinking?
Oh. I thought I felt something strange for a second. So, who are you guys? We should be asking you that. Good point. Sorry about that. It's customary for a human to introduce itself before asking another human for its name. Thanks for reminding me, Mr. Tanuki? No, Cat? What took so long to come up with cat? And I'm not either of those.
Yeah, getting confused about that seems pretty normal to me.
My name is Jose. I'm looking for flowers. I'm pretty surprised to see some normal humans running around. I didn't know people could just come here. Well, we are pretty special. Wait, that's not important. Who you are is what matters right now.
When you said you were looking for flowers, did you mean that floating thing?
That's right, pretty lady. Those seem to be the ones I've been looking for. I'm collecting as many of them as I can, because I'm studying humans.
Studying humans? That's why you turned a flower into a drink?
Yep.
Drinking flower juice counts as studying?
Hey, could you guys help me with my research?
How?
By collecting flowers for me. I wouldn't ask you to do it for free, though. I find all kinds of stuff you can use while you're exploring. I'll trade you some of that stuff for more flowers.
Well, what do you think? Should we try and get him some flowers?
Seems like it could do some good, but we don't know this kid. We gotta be careful.
Oh, I'm sure he's fine. Let's give him a hand. He seems like he could use it, and it shouldn't be too hard to pick flowers while we're exploring, right?
Okay. Any other reasons?
He called me pretty lady.
No! Lady On!
It's probably fine. I mean, he said he'd give us useful stuff and all. What'd he say?
Well, are you going to help me find the flowers or not?
Yeah, let's help him out. He seems like a good kid.
Thanks. Wait! Hang on a second! We still have no idea who this kid is! Don't go thanking us just yet, bud! Aw, are you tired, kitty? You seem grumpy. I am not a cat! And I'm not grumpy! Oh, okay. Then, are you hungry? I learned hunger can make a person turn grumpy. Here, you can have this. Thanks, but I'll pass.
Well, yeah, you're making the kid worry about you even more. Guess there's no way out of this one.
I'll be looking for flowers around here, so stop by and say hi if you see me. Oh, and I guess just gathering flowers would be kind of boring, huh? Since you humans seem to enjoy playing so much, I'll come up with some fun games for you. Ah, I also remembered something humans like to say to each other. Good job.
Who in the hell was that?
If he's studying humans, does that mean he isn't one? I mean, he just seemed like some nice kid.
Well, he didn't feel like a shadow. I wouldn't say he's dangerous. At least for now.
Anyways, if we see any of those flowers he wants, I guess we can grab them for him.
Whoa!
Oh, I totally forgot. What does Jose have for us?
Hey!
There's something I've been meaning to give to all of you. Yeah, what is it? Well, actually, I picked up something strange while I was exploring earlier. Here it is. Alright, what do you got? What do you got? A little star thingy?
Huh?
Huh? What the heck is that? It's a star. At least that's what they look like, so that's what I call them. Star? So what about it did you want to show us? Humans make wishes on stars, right? That's so interesting. Stars granting wishes. So, this star is gonna grant your wishes.
Wait!
Our wishes? Or it would be nice to think that. Nice to think that? Seriously?
Hey!
I'll give this to you. It's so sparkly and beautiful. You want it too, don't you? It's a sign of our friendship. I know what that is.
Doing good?
Off I go now. Good job.
Hey, wait!
Hey, wait! Well, there he goes. A star, huh? He said it'd grant our wishes or something. I highly doubt something like that would actually happen, even in mementos. Well, I guess you can at least try making a wish. Okay, I wish for all-you-can-eat parfaits with 0 calories.
All right.
An extra large beef bowl with pork soup on the side. Can you not get that normally? Nothing's happening. Was Skull's wish too petty?
Huh?
You're one to talk. I guess things don't just happen that easily.
Hey!
But we can't just throw the thing away. Hold on to it for now.
Well then.
Well, that was a bit unexpected. Let's head back now. Well, now our first trip of Mementos is finally wrapped up. Jose is a new addition to Royal. We will talk about him a little bit more later, but for now...
Huh? Still don't really get that place.
For now, we've got a little bit of dialogue.
Oh, and what was that wall thing we saw at the end?
Not entirely sure, but that wall must have been there for a reason. If Mementos is the public's palace, though, it might be affected by the general public's belief in us.
Why do you know so much about it, Morgana?
My memories are a little foggy in that regard. However, I need to know what lies in the depths of Mementos, no matter what.
No matter what?
Mementos is not just everyone's palace. It's the source of all palaces. It used to be that palaces like Kamoshida's with one ruler simply didn't exist. So if we can do something about the greatest cause of distortions, I'm certain my appearance will...
You wanted someone to save you, too.
I just needed pawns.
I see. So that's why you came poking your nose around with us.
I'll help you. I hope you can regain what you've lost.
I'll be relying on you guys.
By the way, Morgana, are you a boy? Or might you be a girl?
I think he's a car.
That is a possibility.
I wish I could deny it, but I just can't be sure.
Why not? In any case, of course I'm male. I mean,
What is it?
No, it's nothing. We're done talking about that. Anyway, we now know that we can perform minor changes of heart in Mementos. If we come across any eye-catching leads, it may be worth dealing with them for a bit of combat practice.
There weren't any other outstanding ones, though.
I bet we'll get tons of them if we can change someone famous and make the Phantom Thieves well known. The big fish are our main targets, after all.
First, you need to find a way to get through your exams.
I gotta study.
You can now go to Mementos. This is where you will change the hearts of petty criminals who do not have their own palaces. For now, just be patient until the next target appears. We'll have plenty of time. Okay, that was kind of creepy. Maybe he's our next target. Oh, he's just kind of staring at us. Man, that Nakanohara guy was a piece of cake. If we can take down some kind of big target next, we're totally gonna get famous. Hey, we're trying to help people, not get famous. But if people don't know who we are, how are we gonna give them any courage? Are you Sir Ryuji? I mean, being famous would be cool, but also at the same time, that's not the end goal. Am I wrong? I don't think that you're necessarily wrong, but should we really be doing this at all if we don't have a reason, like with Kamoshida? You mean we shouldn't be sticking our nose into other people's business? I don't know, man. If someone's in trouble, it's only natural to want to help them out. I mean, I agree with that, and I guess I was glad we were able to solve the Stalker case. Plus, what good are our personas if we don't use them for good? Don't you agree, Ren? I mean, I do want to help people. Same goes for me. We don't got much time to be arguing over this either. That Madarame guy bothers me. Yeah, but no getting carried away. You understand? And don't do anything to stand out like fail all of your exams. Oh, crap. Speaking of that, I haven't studied at all. What about that star? The one Jose gave us. Wonder if that could help us ace our exams. Yeah, somehow I doubt that. Hell, I'd settle for just not failing. Bargaining isn't going to help you here. We wouldn't use it for that in the first place. Maybe you should just, I don't know, put some actual effort in. You've still got time. Fine.
What's up?
Is it Ryuji? Did he mention anything about Mementos? If there's anything you want to know, I can tell you. Do you have anything important to tell us? Do you want to know anything about Mementos? Oh, Lord, that's a lot of stuff. I will explain that later. That will be easier. But for now, we do have one final thing to do for today. I am going to save because I've been at this for a while. Yeah. Last thing we need to do is we need to read Medjed Menace. Finally finish this book up. And what do we got? Do you have virus protection? Introducing the newest software that has nothing to do with hackers. I thought we were reading about a hacker group, not about Norton. So you finally finished reading it. They were like gentleman thieves targeting evil corporations, but now they're just glory-seeking hackers. They're sort of like us Phantom Thieves, in that nobody exactly knows who they are. That section on computer security was difficult, but I'm sure you've gained some knowledge from it. Oh yeah. Sad that Medjed kind of went from awesome to not so awesome, but I guess that's how it goes every now and then. Hopefully that doesn't happen to us ever.